with the same structure and tone as the original. Ronaldo and Portugal's penalty kick. CR7 continues to score, and the Portuguese sing a victory anthem on Hungarian soil. The trip to Puskás Arena was exactly as expected, and it wasn't easy for coach Roberto Martinez's team. The red-shirted team even conceded a goal first and almost lost points. But the class of the world's top superstars spoke up at the right time. Captain Ronaldo maintained his scoring streak with his signature style and contributed to his team's spectacular victory, setting a new great record in the history of World Cup qualifiers. It's certain that fans will see more of this. A Portugal team with the brave County Route 7 at the helm always finds a solution when facing difficulties. This golden generation, guided by a legend, is proving its position as a top contender for the world throne. Given the importance of the direct competition for a World Cup ticket, Portugal fielded their best players. The focus was on the midfield and attack. The trio of Jorginho, Vitinha, and Bruno Fernandes continued to be trusted. In the attacking lineup, the spotlight was on captain Cristiano Ronaldo, who desires to raise his goal-scoring record and the World Cup ticket more than ever. Despite the formidable squad of the European Seleção, the home team Hungary knew their strengths and weaknesses. They chose a 4-4-1-1 formation with two defensive layers, proactively shielding the area in front of the penalty box. The defense would be their main support, with the presence of William Orban and Milos Kocic. Meanwhile, their attacking power would depend heavily on captain Dominik Szoboszlai, who would have an interesting duel with County Route 7. After once being a mascot boy in the match between Hungary and Portugal in 2009. Entering the match with the advantage of player quality, Portugal actively controlled the game with Vitinha's excellent ability to dictate and distribute the ball. After the first 15 minutes, they had up to 73% possession but failed to create many dangerous opportunities towards goalkeeper Balázs Tóth's goal. While the visitors were still struggling to break through the opponent's two-layered defense, they received a cold shower. Hungary's counter-attacking tactics were truly effective. In the 21st minute, the home team regained the ball in the midfield, and captain Szoboszlai quickly drove the ball forward to launch an attack. The Liverpool-based midfielder threaded a pass to the left wing for Zsolt Nagy, who was running up. The number 18 player then delivered an accurate cross to the position of Barnabas Varga, who was playing highest up the field for Hungary. Varga immediately showed his value with a tricky header towards the post. The ball hit the post and went into the net. To the bewildered helplessness of Diogo Costa, the Puskás Arena exploded. Hungary had put the match in the situation they needed. The opponent was behind and would become impatient, and they would continue to score from counter-attacks. However, everything remained just a theory. Immediately after, Szoboszlai and his teammates had to endure the wrath of the Portuguese. The red shirts poured forward. If not for the excellent performance of goalkeeper Balázs Tóth, the home team would have conceded at least 2 goals just about 10 minutes after scoring. But with such immense pressure, a single goalkeeper couldn't hold out forever. In the 36th minute, Hungary's net was shaken in a relatively sensitive situation. Starting from a cross from the right wing, the ball ricocheted off Danilo's foot and found Bernardo Silva. The midfielder playing for Man City was momentarily startled but immediately swung his foot and blasted the ball into the top of the net. The offside system immediately activated but quickly determined it was a valid goal for Portugal, and the match was brought to a balance, helping the visitors play more confidently and control the game better. Coach Martinez's players continuously made sharp combinations, but unfortunately, the score remained unchanged until the end of the first half. Entering the second half, the game didn't change much, with Portugal still actively dominating the field. The attacking options on the left flank were deployed more by Nuno Mendes, but the first 10 minutes saw little progress. It wasn't until the 56th minute that a variable occurred with the familiar name of Cristiano Ronaldo. From a cross from the right wing, CR7 made a run and a first-time shot that hit the hand of another number 7 player from Hungary, Loic Nego. The referee immediately blew the whistle. This decision caused a fierce reaction from the home team's players. The situation only calmed down after a yellow card was shown to striker Varga. And what happened next? Perhaps we don't need to discuss too much. Ronaldo confidently took the penalty kick, already adding a goal to his tally even before the ball went into the net. The Portugal captain stuttered slightly, then shot toward the part of the goal where the opposing goalkeeper was out of position. And it was a success, making the score 2-1 for the European Seleção. A perfectly executed celebration, and County Route 7 continued his impressive scoring streak. Ronaldo also officially tied Carlos Ruiz's record of 39 goals in World Cup qualifiers. Another great record was conquered by CR7. After that, other Portuguese attackers constantly tested the opposing goalkeeper. Pedro Neto and João Cancelo each had their own chances but were unsuccessful. In the final 20 minutes, Hungary understood they needed to create pressure to hope for a point at home. So they decided to push their lineup high, creating a tense tug-of-war. Everything was in preparation for the continuous twists and turns in the final 10 minutes of the match. In the 84th minute, Portugal's defense seemed to loosen their guard. They didn't apply enough pressure on the wing and also didn't choose the correct position when the opponent crossed the ball in. A tricky cross from the right wing, and the person running in was none other than striker Varga. From such close range, Diogo Costa couldn't do anything more. The score was leveled at 2-2 when there wasn't much time left, making County Route 7 frustrated. But he didn't have to frown for long, as his teammates up front made things happen right after. In the 86th minute, João Cancelo continued to affirm his irreplaceable class in the Portugal squad. From a good high press, the Hungarian player made a careless pass. The number 20 defender immediately sprinted to contest the ball and ran straight to the penalty area. Bernardo Silva also had a good understanding, delivering a well-timed pass for Cancelo to take a perfect shot that completely defeated goalkeeper Balázs Tóth, who had played quite well from the beginning of the match. This time, it was Hungary's captain, Dominik Szoboszlai, who shook his head in resignation, because he knew his team no longer had time to fight back. The final whistle blew, and Portugal won 3-2 right on Hungary's home ground, thereby holding onto the top spot in Group F with 6 points after 2 matches and a positive goal difference of +6. An important victory that gives coach Roberto Martinez's team a big advantage in earning a direct ticket to the US next year. Of course, it must also be said that this was a hard-fought victory for Portugal. The European Selecao attacked a lot and had clear chances, but their ability to convert them into goals is still limited. Goalkeeper Balázs Tóth was indeed very focused, but if the Portuguese had been more precise, they could have celebrated more goals in this match. On the other hand, this can also be seen as a successful experiment by coach Roberto Martinez. The Spanish tactician arranged for Portugal to play a back three, with Ruben Neves acting as a deep-lying playmaker, playing on par with Ruben Dias and Nuno Mendes. This allowed Cancelo to play in his preferred inverted fullback role, and their attack was sharper. But their ability to defend against counter-attacks needs to be re-evaluated. Both of their conceded goals came from vulnerable wings, where the defenders couldn't get back in time. This was only against Hungary. Portugal needs to adjust their aim better to be able to face tougher opponents in the world arena. Anyway, as long as they get 3 points, a victory, and County Route 7 scores, the Portuguese fans feel comforted. Congratulations to Ronaldo for continuing his scoring streak and taking one more step toward the World Cup. A successful FIFA break will be great motivation for Ronaldo to continue helping Al Nassr achieve more positive results in the near future.